All right, yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Yes, we are bringing you the very latest in terms of Ghana football, the news making round and trending in Ghana football. Black Stars, what are the latest issues surrounding the Black Stars coach, the Ghana Football Association executive committee meeting? What are the latest coming up from that particular meeting, and all the other stories? We are bringing you the details. Do also subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the post notification so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be the very first person to have the video. Now let's start from David Oduro, FC Barcelona player. David Oduro is a Ghanaian, and we've been giving you a lot of updates about this particular player, David Oduro, and the fact that he plays for FC Barca B or Barca Athletic in Spain, and he's been doing very, very well. The news coming in today is that he will train with the first team today. He will be training with the first team. That is the likes of Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, Rafinha. Yes, all the first team players you see and watch them versus Real Madrid versus top teams. David Oduro, the Ghanaian player, will be training with those team players today in Barcelona. So that is the news coming in. He made a move to join FC Barca Athletic during the summer from Ghana's Accra Lions in the Ghana Premier League. He joined FC Barca Athletic and he's played about 3 games for them. The first game he played 45 minutes, and since then he's been playing 90 minutes for Barca Athletic and has since convinced a lot of Barca fans. He's convinced them that he's a very, very good left back and a very, very good footballer in terms of his position. Now, when you take the Barca senior team, the main left back is Balde, Alejandro Balde. He's a Spaniard, and everybody is impressed with his performance. But the deputy left back, as it stands now, is Gerard Martin, and Gerard Martin was also playing for the Barca Athletic, and he has been playing for the Barca senior team for some time now for this season. And a lot of people, a lot of Barca fans are not impressed with his performance at all. They say that Masa, this Gerard Martin guy there, he's not good. So when David Oduro played, and he's been very impressive on the left flank for the Barca Athletic team, looks like he has impressed the technical team of FC Barcelona also. That's Hansi Flick and the rest. And so they are going to have him train with the senior team today, and we will see what follows. Over the weekend, FC Barcelona will be playing versus Celta Vigo on Saturday. Maybe if his training session with the Barca team goes well, he may be part of the Barca first team for that particular game. They will be playing versus Celta Vigo. Yes, Celta Vigo is always a very boogie side for FC Barcelona. But let's continue to wish David Oduro, a left back for FC Barcelona, all the best, and we hope that he will be playing for the senior team of FC Barcelona. That's a very, very good news coming in as we decided to bring you the updates over there. Nana Komia is, you know, that mostly I don't really like to do politics, yes, but he's just saying something a lot of people are saying. Is that not it? Now, Nana Komia on Joy is saying that they shouldn't sack Coach Otto Addo. They should allow Coach Otto Addo to play the World Cup qualifiers, and if it doesn't go well, then they will sack him. What if it goes well, Nana Komia? What if it goes well? What if we qualify for the World Cup? Then we keep him for what? Because my point I've been making. You see, when I make some of these points now, well, let's listen to Nana Komia.
Just take a minute for each of them. Right. With the Black Stars, I don't think we should get into a panic mode. I know there's widespread calls for the coach to be relieved of the... Listen, we have the World Cup qualification ahead of us. I believe we should maintain the coach to take us through the World Cup qualification plays. In its sign of trouble, we change the coach, we bring another coach, we still get into trouble and so on. So I believe that we should maintain the coach and let him take us through the World Cup qualifications. If that one too, the results are not impressive, then we would have completed the cycle. No Africa Cup, no World Cup. Then we can take a decision.
Mr. Drew, all right, so those are the views of Nana Komia. Now, my point I've been making is that And when I make this point, a lot of people know they will not take it serious until it happens. Now, Ghana, our benchmark shouldn't be the coach who qualified us to the World Cup. It shouldn't be that. Coach Kwesi Appiah qualified us to the 2014 World Cup. After the 2014 World, in fact, he qualified us and we went to the 2014 World Cup and we were shambolic. We couldn't qualify out of the group. After that World Cup, a lot of people chastised Coach Kwesi Appiah because before that 2014 World Cup, we had gone to the 2006 World Cup and had qualified from the group. We are going to the 2010 World Cup and we went all the way to the quarterfinals. So going to the 2014 World Cup, we thought that we would build on it. Do you get a point? So those are the standards of Ghana. So those people who are saying that we should keep Otto Addo, maybe he can qualify us to the World Cup. Are you also sure? Okay, you are sure he can qualify us to the World Cup. Are you sure he can also qualify us to the World Cup? Qualify us out of the group at the World Cup and then send us to the round of 16, to the quarterfinals and maybe the semi-final, because that's where I want to see Ghana Black Stars. So I just don't want to see a Black Stars that goes to the World Cup and is whipped around. Every team is beating you, Sam. You are not playing very well. You are being dominated and conceding goals. I don't want to see that Black Stars at the World Cup. I want to see a Black Stars that would. So I'm asking those people who want the coach to be maintained, that are they sure the Black Stars coach Otto Addo in his current state and form can send us to the World Cup and do very well at the World Cup? That is my question, and that is what I don't believe he can do. So I want him to be sacked, so that we bring a proper manager who will prepare the team, qualify us to the World Cup, go to the World Cup and do very well, at least qualify to the round of 16 of the World Cup, and then even if we are out, we'll start building as a team to what? To try and win the African Cup of Nations for us. How can Ghana, our basis be qualification to a tournament? Qualification to any tournament shouldn't be the basis we allow a coach to continue or not. That is my simple point. Well, let's continue. Yeah. So the Ghana Football Association meeting came on and they didn't sack the coach. And the coach there, look, the Ghana Football Association Executive Committee are saying that they are going to meet again next week, Wednesday, and they will have the report of the Black Stars coach. They will ask the Black Stars coach some issues, and then they will decide whether he stays or not. Still, I am telling you that it is about 80-85% certain that the Black Stars coach will stay, because if he will be sacked, if he will be sacked, it would have been yesterday's meeting. Look, when Chris Hughton was going to be sacked, it didn't take this long ago. I'm not sure Chris Hughton even presented his report. Look, I agree and I understand that if you want to sack a coach, if you want to take a decision on a coach, whether to sack him or to let him stay, you need his report. Based on the report and based on the explanation he will give you about the report, you will know, you will be well convinced whether to sack him or whether to make him stay. So it is true, or it is important for them to get a report. In fact, they should have gotten the report yesterday, that they went to them. I don't know why they went to that meeting yesterday. If you didn't have the coach's report, why did you go to the meeting? Because it is based on the report that you were going to take a decision. Do you get what I'm making? So next week, Wednesday, 27th of November, they are going to meet again, and they will have the coach's report. They will have Otto Addo in attendance, and they will see whether they can sack the coach or not. But I'm telling you that don't expect them to sack, because they will not sack. Now, it was a split decision in the meeting. One half said that Otto Addo shouldn't be sacked. We should give him a lot more time for him to do the job. And then another half were of the view that, look, if you can't qualify for the AFCON, you have no business being the Black Stars coach. And that is where I stand. So the other half of the executive committee also said that he should be sacked. But then the president of the president of the Football Association, Keto Kreku, didn't vote. So if he had voted, he would have confirmed the decision. So next week, Keto Kreku will vote. If nothing changes and both halves, stay at their positions, it means that Keto Kreku will make the decision. All right, he will vote and then the decision will be made. And I know that Keto Kreku wants the coach to stay. So that's why I'm telling you that don't expect that the coach will be sacked. But then in their release also, it's a very long release. They said that they are sorry. Their apologies to Ghanaians. They are very sorry that That thing happened. I don't know why Ghanaians, we love sorry like that. You are sorry and so what? So nothing changes. The executive committee, you are not resigning. Nothing changes. We are sorry, so everybody should forget and then let's move on. That's it. That's it. Apologies, Benny. I am sorry. That is all. Well, they've apologized and they said they are going to meet. And they said there is a retreat on the 28th of November where they have a lot of people, journalists, ex-players and the rest, who will share their views on the Black Stars and how to make the Black Stars and other national teams work. So after 5 years, it is now that Ketokreku has seen that he has to do a retreat. You came as FA president, people were advising you that these are some of the first steps you should take as the president of the FA, especially when we are coming out from normalization. Bring on board all stakeholders, take various views, and then put those views to work. It's not like you go to a retreat, you take the views and you don't put those views to work. From the start, people were advising you to do it. You didn't do. 5 years of monumental failure. You are now going to do a retreat. What is even the guarantee that that retreat and all what the people will say, you will take it into use? Because Tony Yeboah has told Happy FM that the four ex-players, they've been advising the Ghana Football Association on the Black Stars and other issues, and the Football Association doesn't take those advice. So what is the guarantee? Based on this, I am asking the Ghana Football Association and everybody involved who is going for this retreat, what is the guarantee that you are going to take the views and opinions of all the people you've assembled, swag, journalists, ex-players, and all those people? What's the guarantee that you are going to take their views into action and you are going to use them? Because Tony Yeboah is telling us that when they advise you people, you don't take it, and it is the truth. You don't take it. Stephen Appiah has been speaking. You don't take the advice. You don't take. You think that you can do everything by yourself. And now that's now much. You are not coming to say retreat. Retreat for what? Appoint a competent coach for the Black Stars. Make sure you don't influence his selection. Make sure he calls the right players. That is what you are supposed to do. Leave the tactics and on the field for him. Give him the free will to work. The Black Stars will work again. There is no retreat anywhere. I've told you, this is the thing. This is the key now. You appoint a coach and then you are saying, oh, call this player, let this player come, oh, this player. If you do that, how is the coach going to do what? But because the coaches are not competent, that's why the GFA can do that too. You cannot appoint a competent coach and you do this to the coach. You cannot. Oh, but it is people. So basically, those are some of the issues that came out from the meeting, the executive committee, executive council meeting that happened yesterday. All right. So that is it. I don't know, but that is it. I don't want to read the whole this thing. The whole this thing is very, very long. But I've summarized it for you. Thomas Partey is a Ghanaian player. This is what he has wrote at his Instagram story. He said that there is a Japanese legend that says if you get on the wrong train, get off at the nearest station. The longer it takes you to get off, the more expensive the return trip will be. If you get on the wrong train, get off at the nearest station. The longer you fail to get off the train, the more expensive it will be for you to come back. Hey, this one there, he didn't mention anything. But everybody is saying that it is directed to the Black Stars coach Otto Addo. It is directed to the Black Stars coach Otto Addo. Because this one day, everybody is seeing that this thing, we've taken the wrong train. And it is important for us to get off at the nearest station. Where is the nearest? The nearest station is that he has failed the AFCON and we have to sack him. That's the nearest station. If we don't sack him right now, which is the nearest station, it is going to be more expensive for us to get back. Thomas Partey, this coach today, Black Stars, and it's straight. It's the Black Stars coach straight. Straight, straight. 2 hours ago on the buy. It is straight. And I'll read it again. There is a Japanese quote, legend that says, if you get on the wrong train, get off at the nearest station. The longer it takes you to get off, the more expensive the return trip. Oseba wachibiem abefa the right one no. The more expensive it will be. GFA. They say one yeah mamu. Say if it is not directed to the coach, I'm telling you, GFA, I'm directing it to the coach. I'm directing it to the coach and the GFA people. Well, thank you very much for staying with us and joining us once again on this channel. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the post notification, and leave your thoughts and comments below. Definitely, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.